Welcome to Learn Short and Typing with Vikas sir. For Punjab and Haryana High Court, dictation 8 and 9, 840 words, 80 वर्ड पर मिनट्स। फॉर आपके लिए एक मोटिवेशन ज़रूरी है डेली की डेली, इसलिए हम एक मोटिवेशन डेली की डेली आप के लिए लेके आए हैं। देखिए क्या बोल रहे हैं, किस्मत को छोड़ो, जब मेहनत का सिक्का उछलता है तब हेड भी तुम्हारा और टेल भी तुम्हारा। जैसे कई बार हम कैसे बोलते हैं कि 2-3 साल में प्रैक्टिस करते हो गए या इसको 4 साल हो गए, लेकिन जब वो किस्मत चलती है, जब आपकी मेहनत चलती है ना, किस्मत तो आप छोड़ सकते हो, जब आपकी मेहनत चलती है, स्ट्रगल चलता है, वो आपका एग्ज़ाम 1 नहीं 2 नहीं कम से कम 3-3 4-4 आपके क्लियर होते हैं। उसमें आपकी चॉइस होती है कि आप कौन सा एग्ज़ाम, कौन सी डिपार्टमेंट को चूज़ करते हो। इसी पॉजिटिव कोड के साथ हम अपनी डिक्टेशन शुरुआत करते हैं। सो बी रेडी, स्टार्ट। PW10 in his deposition has clearly deposed about having recorded the dying declaration of the victim, which is at exercise 36, and has also stated and clarified that she was conscious and in a fit state of condition to give any declaration. He has also stated that he had taken the sense of the doctor about the condition of the patient. As discussed above, there is also an endorsement in the medical case paper, as well as there is an endorsement on the ERD. Therefore, merely because he has not taken an endorsement of the doctor on the dying declaration itself would not make it unreliable. This witness has also explained that he has waited for the doctor, and as the doctor was busy after taking sense about the condition of the patient, he proceeded to record the dying declaration. His deposition is corroborated by medical evidence as discussed above, wherein the doctor has made endorsement that the patient is conscious. Therefore, as there is consistent say of the victim herself in the form of dying declaration to 3 different persons, including the executive magistrate, the theory of the accident cannot be readily accepted. Moreover, a close scrutiny of the material and evidence on record, particularly the post-mortem report at exercise 30, referring to the injuries, column number 7, specifically referring to the fact that scalp and ears are burned, which is also indicative of the fact that it was not a case of suicide. There is a specific reference to this aspect, suggesting that if the hairs are burned, it would indicate the fact that it is poured, and that rules out the possibility of accident in as much as in case of accident which would catch fire from bottom to top, and hairs would not be burned or will not have smell of kerosene. Therefore, the submission made by the learned advocate for the accused that it could be a case of suicide cannot be accepted at all. Para. In view of the above discussion and the reasoning given in the impugned judgment recording the conviction of the accused for offence under sections 302 and 408A of the Indian Penal Code, we are of the opinion that it does not call for interference with the order passed by the trial court, and the present appeal deserves to be dismissed. The judgment and order passed by the learned trial judge recording the conviction of the appellant accused under judge recording sections 302 and 498 of the Indian Penal Code is hereby confirmed. Similarly, the acquittal of accused number 2 for both the aforesaid offences is also hereby confirmed. The appeal stands hereby dismissed. Para. The Act 1923, as stated earlier, is a benevolent socio-economic legislation. The workmen employees who are in the employment have been provided for the compensation from the employer if injury or death of the workman caused by an accident arising out of and in the course of his employment. So, in case of injury or death of a workman by an accident arising out of and in course his employment under the Act 1923, the workman of his dependents, as the case may be, are entitled for the compensation as per entitlement provided thereunder, though the object and purpose is to provide the compensation to the workman, employee, or the dependents for the injury by the accident arising out of and in the course of his employment. But in the Act 1923, it is not specifically provided for taking of the workman's compensation insurance by the employer. There is a statutory obligation on the owner of the vehicle to take compulsorily the insurance of his vehicle. The object and purpose of both the Acts versus Motor Vehicle Act and the Act 1923 to the extent of providing compensation is to provide financial assistance to the employee who has sustained the injury or to his dependents in case of his death in an accident. But under the Act 1923, statutory liability has not been put on the employer to take the workman's compensation insurance for want of specific provision of statutory workman's compensation insurance in the Act 1923. Time and again there is a debate in the courts of law regarding the liability of the insurance company for payment of compensation directly to the employee or his dependents, as the case may be, even in the case where the employer has taken the workman's compensation insurance. The high courts have taken different views. Some of high courts have taken the view that the workman compensation commissioner has no jurisdiction to pass the award against the insurance company even in a case where workman compensation insurance has been taken by the employer except in the cases which fall under section 14 of the Act 1973. Other high courts and I have taken the view in this judgment that having regard to the scheme of the Act 1973, the Workmen's Compensation Commissioner has jurisdiction to pass the award against the insurance company in a case where the workman's compensation insurance has been taken by the employer. This court can interpret a provision of a statute, but it cannot legislate a statute which is exclusively in the sphere of the concerned legislature. Full stop. स्टूडेंट्स ये आपके 870 वर्ड्स है, इसको आप टाइप कीजिए। टाइप करने के बाद आप इसको मैच कीजिए। आपकी 80 की स्पीड है। इसमें आपका जो PDF है, PDF आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में मिल जाएगा और उसके बाद आप इसको मैच कर सकते हैं। थैंक यू वेरी मच, हैव ए गुड डे।